we imagine Christmas. In the holiday season, we imagine sparkling lights, holiday cheer, kids just laughing and having a great time, and the hustle and bustle and magic of the season. In the forests of southwestern Germany, long before our Santa Claus, our Coca-Cola red cheery man came into the picture, winter carried a far more darker and mysterious presence. A presence that was wrapped in pelts, smudged with soot, and armed with swatches, and not meant for decorating but for punishment. We're going to dive in today, episode 2 of this little series I'm doing of terrifying Christmas folklore from around the world. And today we're going to dive into Belsnickle. And you guys, this shit is absolutely terrifying to think that just like we have Santa Claus, back then and still to this day, they talk about this Belsnickle figure that just terrifies the shit out of kids. So let's dive right into the spooky story. For centuries, children would whisper his name in the dark forests of Germany. And they would say, Belsnickle. And they were absolutely fucking terrified, and for a very good reason. Belsnickle, a word that is believed to come from the word pels, which means fur, and nickel for St. Nicholas. But it's nothing like our Santa Claus that we know to this day. This man is far from that. You can't even call him Santa Claus. Unlike the cheery gift giver that we know as Santa Claus, Belsnickle would arrive alone. No sleigh, no reindeer, no sack of presents, no gleaming robes. Instead, he would wear raggedy clothes. He would walk through the forests, he'd walk through the villages, and yes, sometimes right up to the windows and the doors of children, tapping on the door and the windows, just waiting for their fearful reactions. Historically, Belsnickle emerged in the 18th and 19th centuries, specifically the regions of the Palatinate in Germany. Later, German immigrants would carry this tradition to Pennsylvania, where stories of this ragged visitor would persist and go for decades. Not only decades, but generations. But Belsnickle was not a monster. No, he was just a moral enforcer. He would arrive in fur, sometimes a mask and antlers, and he would come within 1 to 2 weeks of Christmas to come and test the children. Instead of rewarding good behavior from afar, he would come close, uncomfortably close. He would rap, tap, tap on the doors, and sometimes question the children, and sometimes he would ask them different questions, and they'd have to sing for him sometimes, and other times he would enter homes, and his pockets were always full with treats like cakes, nuts, fruit, and other treats for the kids. He always carried a whip-like switch. He would test these kids by making them perform a poem, or like I said, sing a song or answer questions. And if they didn't do it, then they would get whipped with this fucking switch that he had in his hands. Specifically, he liked to whip their ankles with it. Sometimes he would throw the treats right on the floor for these kids, and if they were too fast to go grab the treats, then they would automatically get a switch if they were too quick to grab the treats from the floor. This is just absolutely fucking terrifying. Imagine these kids in Germany thinking that they were about to get whipped by this fucking man, donned in fucking fur, and sometimes the antlers, coming at their door with maybe you'll get treats and maybe you'll get whipped. What the actual fuck? Absolutely mind-boggling to me and so fucking fascinating. That's why I love to do these stories. And of course, if these kids really did behave, the children's fear would never leave them. Because imagine, you guys, looking forward to this every year, and if you didn't get whipped one year, maybe next time you would. Imagine it, you guys. You're in a room with your family on a quiet, cold night, and all of a sudden you hear a knock at the door. You all go stiff. Then the door creaks open, and there he is. His fur coat is matted and filthy, and he had soot all over his face. He has a switch of sticks and other material in his hands. This switch is tapping rhythmically against his leg. Tap, tap, tap. He asks questions to the kids, sometimes really hard ones. He knows things that he shouldn't. He watches you with sharp, calculating eyes, deciding if you have been good or not. And if you weren't good, then you're gonna get fucking whipped with that switch that he has. And the parents didn't shield their kids from the terror of all this. They ended up watching it and standing by and allowing it to happen. Because Belsnickle wasn't just a story. He was a warning. A living reminder that the winter is full of dark, endless cold that was wild and filled with consequences. And what makes Belsnickle even more terrifying is the evolution that he has on Christmas itself. He predates our modern Santa Claus. He acts as a bridge between our St. Nicholas, that was nice, and other darker, more terrifying beings like Krampus and other folklore from the past. But unlike those demons and those terrifying figures, Belsnickle was not tied to the underworld. He was human, or at least human enough, which somehow made him that much more frightening. Because he could really be anyone. A friend, a neighbor, a stranger, a figure standing in your backyard behind that tree, just waiting and watching. And maybe he'd come up to the door and knock, knock, knock on your door. Scare the fucking shit out of your kids. What do you guys think of this terrifying story? I also think that this is just mind-boggling to me that we have these Christmas figures and these folklores from around the world. It is fascinating to me. I just absolutely love this time of year. And of course, knowing me, I am going to take a cheerfully bright, cozy tradition and cozy Christmas atmosphere, and I'm going to make it into something darker, creepier, eerier, because that's what I do over here. I love you guys so much. I absolutely love Christmas traditions, and I love the cheery brightness of the season. I love to embody it in my house, but I also love my scary things, and we can make Christmas a little bit more creepy. It gives us wonder, and it makes us think a lot, and it's just awesome. If you guys like the story, make sure you smash that like button and follow me so you don't miss any future spooky videos I have in store for you guys, and I will see you guys later for a part 3 of creepy winter folklore, Christmas traditions from around the world. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you later. Bye.